so I know that you've been asking for like the longest about the why I came to Howard video. Let me do that over. Okay. Oh, am I so ratchet? Okay, so no, this is really awkward. Like, how do you start off videos like this? I don't know how YouTubers do it. That's why I just vlog and then y'all just see what I'm doing. Like, I can't be doing no intros. Okay, hey you guys, so you've been asking about the why I came to Howard video, and so here it is. So I have some questions that I did on my phone, and boom, why I came to Howard. I visited Howard in middle school, and when I came in middle school, it was like real intimidating because like I was in middle school and it's like grown folks walking around like all dressed to impress, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't know if I don't think I'll fit in here. Like, yeah, I visited again in 10th grade, and then I was like, I don't know why I didn't like this school. This school is a place for me. Like, I stepped foot on that campus and like I was like, yes, like this is where I need to be. So after that, it was just like convincing my family that I should go to Howard and not like, I don't know, I'm from Delaware, so like in Delaware there's two schools. There's Del State and there's University of Delaware. There's other schools like Wesley and Wilmington, but they're not like university, like when you think of university schools besides Wesley. Anyway, I was like, I need to leave. Delaware's like this big, I cannot stay here. But then my mom was like, if you go so far, I can only pay for you to come back every so often. Like, I can't go to California and come back when I want. Like, she was like, there's no Thanksgiving, there's only Christmas, and I love Thanksgiving. So I was like, I need to find something close. I was like, Howard, I like it. And I just convinced everybody else that like Howard was it. I think like they wanted me to be like the golden child to like go and be like great, but I don't think they realized just how great Howard was. Duh. And I think like for my family, it was just more so like, if you can go to like Ivy League, then why not? But I'm so happy that I didn't, because going to a HBCU, nonetheless the Mecca, Howard, the real HU, has really just taught me so much about what it means to be black and the different types of black. That black is not one thing and how great it is. And yeah, like the application process was Common App. I did the one personal essay, turned it in, you know, did all that good stuff. I am a legacy scholar. Thank God, because just paying what I pay now is like a struggle. And if I didn't have that scholarship, I don't know, I wouldn't be at Howard. I would be somewhere else, because Howard is expensive. And I would say like, if you come to Howard thinking that like, oh, it's just gonna work out, you need to have all your ducks in a row and take copies of everything and be on top of financial aid, because they will play with you, okay? They will play with you. Like, so don't get caught in the Howard run. Like, you're inevitably gonna get caught up in the Howard run around, but do your best just not to get caught up. So when you come to Howard, there's something called the Howard intro. And it's like whenever you go anywhere, like anything anywhere on campus, even off campus at an interview, you just kind of like start yourself off with like your Howard intro. It's like really quick. It's like an elevator speech almost. And it goes your name, your classification, your major, your minor if you want to be fancy, and then like where you're from. Just like give y'all like a real example, I'm gonna do my Howard intro for you guys. My name is Camille Myrie. I am a junior journalism major, theater administration minor from Wilmington, Delaware. Boom. How I felt when I got accepted. Okay, so let me tell you. I was doing poetry out loud competition, and I was on my way to the competition, and I just was checking my email like in the car on the way to the competition, and I was like, okay, and I was like, Mom, they just told me to check my Bison Web. Like, 'cause my mom was next to me in the car. So like I checked the email, and I'm like, I go to Bison Web, and I'm like, Mom, I got in. And I swear, I feel like we almost like lost control of the car because we were so excited. And she was like, yes, yes, yes. She was like, I'm so proud of you, and it's like your #1 choice. And I was like, yes, Mom, I know. So we were like really excited. And like then I got to the competition and I didn't place, which was crazy, and everyone was like, what, in the audience? But it's okay, we're not gonna talk about that, because I got into Howard and now I'm a Bison. Which freshman dorm did you stay in, and what was the experience like? Okay, so I stayed in the QUAD. Oh yeah. So I stayed in the quad, and I stayed in Wheatley Hall, Wheatley. It doesn't have any AC. I had a double, and I had a random roommate. And my random roommate happens to be Aaliyah. Y'all see Aaliyah in the vlogs, and that's like my best friend. And what's crazy about Wheatley is like all my friends stayed on my floor. We stayed on Wheatley 4th. Like, they called us a gang. They called us a crew. They were like, y'all are like a real life gang. Like, And it's okay because I rode hard from my floor, and that's what you're supposed to do, because people be trying you and you be like Twitter beefs and all that. Like, it is what it is. Not to be like that, but you know, like, if someone comes for your floor mate, you gotta defend your floor mate, because you can't the next day not defend your floor mate and you see them in the bathroom and they can be at you like, so you just let me get chewed out on Twitter like that? And you're gonna be like, crickets. Like, so me and Leah stayed with each other. Sierra stayed next door. Caitlyn / Chucky, because I know y'all probably like Caitlyn, Chucky, they're the same person. Caitlyn stayed across the hall. Tiara stayed like 3 doors down, and then Jocelyn stayed on all the way on the other end of the hall, and then Tori stayed like catty corner from Jocelyn, and then Mecca was all the way at the end of the hall. I think those are like the only people that y'all have seen. And like the no AC thing, it was just kind of like, the first few weeks were hot. Were really hot. I'm not even gonna fraud with y'all. Like, those first few weeks were death. And I had a side part and leave out, and I swear that is the reason why my hair broke off, because I just kept like flat iron, flat iron, flat iron. I suggest y'all go natural. Y'all get a closure. Y'all get some crochet braids. Y'all get some regular braids, some twists, because like, the humidity is not good for your hair, and the DC water ain't good for your hair neither. Like, Wheatley was like, we four was a family. We used to throw parties on the floor. You're not supposed to throw parties on the floor, but like, we used to put our speaker out in the hallway, and then like we would, because we had visitation, and with visitation you get 2 guests per person between like 12 p.m. and then 12 a.m. and on weekends till 2 a.m. And so like, everybody used to check in like 2 people, and then we would have parties on the floor, and like, it used to be lit. And then like, somebody would stand guard the elevator like, somebody's coming, y'all, and then we just grab everything and run into our rooms. So my camera decided that it went to cut off, and I'm really blown. So let's get back into these questions. 3 things that I love about Howard. I love that Howard is in DC. DC is so popping. Like, DC is like free activities to do. There's always festivals. DC is great networking, like celebrities, ambassadors from other countries, senators, like just whatever you want. Like, DC has it all. I love that Howard is like a family. Like, you ride for your dogs. Like, ain't like my friends, Bando, my girls, those are my friends for life. They're not even friends, they're my sisters. Like, 3rd thing that I love about Howard, the blackness. Like, Howard has really just taught me how to be black. Like, not even how to be black, but like what it is to be black, and how to see like black people prospering and growing and doing good for themselves, and knowing that like, I have nothing to be ashamed of when it comes to being black. And like, if I speak like Sally from the Valley one day, and I speak like Shaniqua from the hood the other day, that is fine. And like, there's just balance, and that everybody goes through this thing of being black in America. And that's what I love about Howard. I love my people. 3 things that I would change about Howard. I would change the food. Sodexo is the devil. Sodexo makes you go to the bathroom. Sodexo does not taste good, and Sodexo steals my money. Okay, so let me back up. The food isn't like horrible, it's edible, but like, when we first got to Howard, me and my friends were like, okay, this isn't bad, okay. And then like, as not bad food goes on in life, it gets to become bad. And so like, that when you first get it, you're like, okay. And then come winter break, you can be like, okay. And then come like finals week, spring semester, be like, I'll just starve. Like, the 2nd thing I would change is like the elitism at Howard. If you don't set up where you want to be in the Howard food chain your freshman year, you're going to stay where you put yourself your freshman year. And that just is what it is. Some people do elevate themselves. Some people do get real low key. Some people do like switch, flop, flip, flop. But that's not really common. Wherever you put yourself for your freshman year, that's where you're gonna stay. And it's hard to like move up, and not even move up like socially, but just like when you're trying to join an org, like if you don't know someone, like they're gonna be like, who is this? I'm gonna take this person because their resume, who they know, is what it is. And that's just life, to be honest. But that's something that I would change. Something else that I would change, it would be like the lack of transparency, be it between like faculty to student, board of trustees to faculty. I like to know why I have to pay this new lab fee. I like to know why the meal plans have changed. I like to know why this is this and why that is that. You know, that's just courtesy to me. My best memory from Howard, my best memory, I would say D&D freshman year and sophomore year, and D&D is great. And y'all saw a little snippet of D&D in the vlog, but let me tell you, when you're actually there, D&D is life. Like the best day party, and y'all just wait on it because D&D is everything, okay? Rep Your City freshman year. It was like my second night of being a college student, and I was at this party on the yard and Swag Surf came on, and that was like the best Swag Surf of my life. And y'all know Howard has some bomb Swag Surfs. Like, I just remember like standing still because it was so compact, and I had never been like in that type of environment because I didn't party in high school. So I was like, oh my god, like people got no shirts on, people are sweaty, people are just turning it up. Swag Surf came on and I was like, why they playing this old song? And then they started rocking and I wasn't moving, but I was swaying with them. And the next thing I know, it was like, and then they started going back and forth like this, and I swear to you, I was parallel to the ground at some point, but I wasn't moving. Like, I was all the way leaned back, like lean back. Go to Rep Your City and rep your city hard. Don't be dry. I swear, if you are dry, I will call you out on Twitter in front of everybody. I will let everybody know that you were dry. HU19, do not be dry, because I will call you out and everybody else will call you out, because nobody wants to party with dry people. Be lit like Vic. And if you're not lit, then you need to find somewhere else to go. It just is what it is. You can be scholarly and be lit at the same time, okay? Words of advice for incoming freshmen. Balance. Balance your time. Balance your reputation. Balance, like, balance is everything. And like, you have to be able to have fun, but you also need to know how to work, because there are some people, my freshman year, I saw freshman week and then 2 weeks later they were gone. And you think I'm joking, but it happens. There were some people who, you know, burned out. They were always in the library, and now they're like, I don't have no friends. Like, I don't know, I'm not in any orgs. I don't know like what to do. So you always have to balance. Like, you have to be able to turn up and have fun, but at the same time get your work done. As much as I talk about turning up, like, my grades are solid. Dean's List, like, holla at your baby. Like, I'm just saying. So yeah, balance. Balance is key, and balance is the key to everything, even outside of college and life. Like, balance, balance, balance. What has Howard taught me? Howard has taught me how to finesse. Finesse is a word that you're gonna hear quite often at Howard. By finesse, I don't mean like scheme and be conniving. By finesse, I mean like when someone tells you no, there's no such thing as no. So you find a way around that no and get where you need to get and do what you need to do. So finesse. Don't ever take no as an answer. Finesse. Howard in one word. I came up with this question. I don't know why I don't have an answer off the bat. Howard is so many things. Greatness. Howard is greatness. And I know it's not like a big word or anything, but like, when you look at the legacy of Howard, when you look at the legacy of a Bison, and when you get to Howard and you see like all the potential that you have and all the opportunities that you have, like, it's just great. It's greatness. To see young black professionals thriving is greatness. Despite what society says, despite what the media says, despite what people have told us, despite what the history that they teach us, we are great, which makes Howard great. Howard is greatness. So this was my why I came to Howard video and everything in between. I really appreciate y'all watching my videos. Like, when I first started vlogging, I didn't really have a format. I didn't know what I was doing, and vlogging is a lot of work because I like to be in the moment when it comes to stuff. So like, when I have to be at an event and be like this the whole time, like, I don't think I'm gonna vlog as much next semester, just because like, I like to be in the moment. It's really that simple. But the good stuff, I'm gonna make sure I get that for y'all. In the comment section, let me know what else y'all want. Like, I did this why I came to Howard video for y'all. I do have like a slight dorm tour that I could put up, but it was more like a joking type of MTV Cribs type thing. But I'm definitely doing one for when I move to the towers next semester. Put in the comments what you want. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks you guys so much. It's your baby C Mills, and we are out.